Anton Endres. He was not just an SS officer in the dark corridors of Dachau, he was a medic playing God. His white coat was not the uniform of a healer, but that of an executioner. In those hallways, he alone decided who would die and who would continue to live. As a medic whose official duty was to care for the prisoner's health, he cast aside medical ethics to enforce his own dark laws. Endres was not a doctor, yet with a syringe in his hand, he acted like a judge. For him, the hospital wards were not a place of healing, but a hunting ground where he selected his victims. He would execute weakened, helpless prisoners within seconds by injecting phenol into their veins instead of medicine. To him, every single syringe was a death sentence delivered in silence. The screams he heard while assisting in brutal surgeries performed without anesthesia were the darkest symphony of his game of playing God. When the gates of Dachau were finally breached, the world could not believe the images captured by the cameras. Humanity itself had died here, and those responsible had to be brought to justice swiftly. For Anton Endres, the self-proclaimed God of Dachau, there was no escape. When he was captured by American soldiers, his deadly syringes were replaced by handcuffs. During the Dachau Trials of 1945, Endres was no longer the judge. He was the accused. As hundreds of witnesses testified to his crimes in the infirmary, the mask of the fake God finally fell. For the tribunal, the verdict was clear. Anton Endres was a war criminal who had turned medical tools into weapons of murder. On December 13, 1945, he was sentenced to death as the price for the atrocities he committed. On the morning of May 28, 1946, as the sun rose over the courtyard of Landsberg prison, Endres no longer held power over anyone's life. The same hands that once dealt death in the corridors of Dachau now met their end at the gallows. The story of the fake God concluded at the end of a rope, met by the cold face of justice. History recorded him not as a medic, but as an executioner hidden behind a white coat. Anton Endres was executed, but the destruction left behind by him and his accomplices could never be undone. Behind the rusted wires of Dachau alone, over 32,000 people never returned home. Yet this horror was only the tip of the iceberg. Across all Nazi concentration and extermination camps in Europe, more than 11 million people, 6 million of whom were Jews, were systematically murdered. In this web of death stretching from Auschwitz to Treblinka, human dignity turned to ash in the furnaces. While executioners like Endres met their end before justice, the void left by this darkest era of history was never filled. Names were erased, lives were extinguished, but the pain of this great tragedy remains a permanent scar on the memory of humanity.